What's a simple tip for people to just lose body fat? I know you did mention earlier that you think that people that are training and training pretty hard should maybe only go for those lower body fat percentages one time per year. And I think that that's pretty cool. But what are some, just like someone just wants to make some small changes and they just want to lose a little bit of body fat?
I mean, number one is learn to enjoy the process of losing the weight, or you're never gonna keep it off anyways. And that's really because you have this goal, but once you hit that goal, you don't get to stop. And also, once you hit that goal, if it's a goal that's like something you're going to actually maintain, you've already made new goals by then. And so you have to find something you can stick to. And that's just the biggest problem, because we don't gain weight overnight. You know, people talk about like the holidays and gain weight over the holidays. The average American gains 1 pound, that's it, over the holidays. But they never lose that pound, you know? The average American typically gains about 1 pound over the summer months too, you know, and then maybe like one other time they go on a binge or something. So you say the average American maybe gains 3 pounds a year. They just never lose it. So if you live 30 years, that's 90 pounds. Boom, you're fat, you know? And so it's really understanding that. So you just have to reverse that. So we can try to lose those 90 pounds in 3 weeks, which isn't going to happen. And it's certainly not going to be something that you can stick to. Or you can try to make better food choices and try to move more. And that's really as simple as it for most people, because most people, all their weight gain is in the meals they eat out of the home. Almost always. You know, when you eat in the home, most people eat within 100 calories per day of their BMR all the time.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't, because even eating 100 calories more is 10 pounds of fat a year. So obviously we do. When do we not? Almost always when we're eating out. Well, what do we do when we go out? We're like, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good.
Appetizers,
yeah,
dessert.
If people simply went from picking of these 4 foods, which one tastes the best, to which one of these 4 foods that I want is healthiest. If that's all you did. So you're already picking foods you want to eat, just pick the healthier version of that. And you're probably going to cut several hundred calories out every single time. And now you do that over 20 years. Now you don't gain 50 pounds.
Pet Project family, we talk about meat all the time on the podcast because protein is essential for your health. That's why I partner with Piedmontese. And if you head to their website, they have so much different types of beef. They have beef sticks, beef jerky, tons of different cuts of meat. You should go check them out. Andrew, how can they learn more?
You guys got to head over to Piedmontese.com. That's Piedmontese.com. And at checkout, enter promo code POWER to save 25% off your entire order. And if your order is over $150 or more, you get free 2-day shipping. Links to them down in the description, as well as the podcast show notes.
I wanted to ask about, sorry if I missed it, but like cardio that you recommend for people for dropping fat. Not necessarily because you just mentioned walking, which is good for everybody. But some of your athletes, like what do you recommend?
Well, in general, I recommend HIIT actually, but I do it a different way. I don't do like 15. My guys aren't running sprints; they're not athletes. Most of my clients are, but I have most people do the same type of HIIT. So what I'm thinking is, we need to perform in the gym. And what's like the hardest set in the gym? Like a high rep set of squats, a set of 20 on squats, or like a set of 12 on deadlifts. You don't do them very often, but when you do them, you don't want your lungs to be the failure point.
Yeah.
So I have people do 1 minute hard, 1 minute light. And it's kind of self-deciding how hard you push, because you have to work hard for that minute, but it can't be so hard that you can't recover in the next minute.
Yeah.
But then what that does is then it makes training, we can just focus on training. We know no matter what we're doing, our muscles are the failure point, not our lungs. It increases appetite. You get a little bit of EPOC, elevated post-exercise oxygen consumption, but that's probably on the order of like a few tens of calories a day. So not really much, but you get it. It's better than nothing. And then it also allows us to get basically, I have people do like 12 minutes of that kind of as standard 3 or 4 times a week. And that's replacing 20 minutes of pretty decently hard cardio. You get to do it in, 55% of the time, and you're only really doing 6 hard minutes. They suck, because you're talking like level 12 or 13, or for me, like on the step mill, which, for someone in shape, that's probably not much. But for me, I feel like I'm dying. I drop down to like level 2 or 3 for the next minute and go back and forth like that. And it improves everything. Your appetite improves, your body fat levels stay a little bit lower. You can eat more calories now. You can eat, so you have more nutrients passing through the body to build muscle or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, and obviously you're healthier.
That's a good way of regulating it, because like that minute, you can only go so hard. If you have 15 seconds, you can go balls to the wall, or even 10 seconds, right? But that minute puts a governor on how hard you're going to go, so they can actually maintain that.
Yeah, for me, I don't want to say running especially, but the running for what it does as far as what your heart rate is, what your calorie count is really good cardio for all overall health. But you're not going to get bodybuilders to run, and this is about as close as I can get to getting them similar to what running would do.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, go ahead and comment down below and let us know what you liked about it. All right. Share this with a friend. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And also, we are on Reddit and Discord. All that's down below. All our sponsors and everyone that supports us down below there too. So you can get whatever you like from us. All right. Peace.